All right, cool. So this is working again. All right. I think the mic is working too. I see the indication light, so I'm getting used to that. See, I shaved off the George Jefferson. Um, I figured I'd do like a little update thing. Because I know I do a lot of talking videos, but I'm about to really make those a little bit more organized. And not just randomly doing the way I'm doing. You can see I'm still looking like a little tired from yesterday. Working out, shoveling the driveway, running a late live stream. I did 2 hour live stream. That's just a lot of time spent. Oh my god, I've been busy. Look at my eyes. Really need to go to bed probably more than anything. Nah, I think I slept enough. Oh my god, I had a good sleep. I didn't wake up. I didn't wake up soon. Where's my hat? This is not my good hat, but oh, here we go. I found it. Yeah. So yeah, I pretty much jumped on here, kind of like on a whim, just to do an update. I think things are doing pretty good, doing better than what I expected. I finally got this new mic, as you can see here. Um, bam, bam, got me one of those. I've been waiting a hot minute. It took a month for this thing to get here. You know how it is. You ordering stuff from dang China. I got this from TikTok. Starting to realize TikTok ain't too bad. It's got a lot of cheap, especially right now with that Black Friday sale. I bought me a whole bunch of crap, man, which I'm pretty much broke. I ain't got no dang money. I like pretty much bought all that stuff with $5 in my bank account, man. I flipped $5 on FanDuel, flipped it up to about $130, and I spent it. I ain't had no money. Try to explain to my brothers, like, don't spend up all your money. I'm like, what money? The $5 I had, what was I finna do with that? I spell flip it. Right? $5. Don't spend up all your $5. What was I finna do with that? No ways. Nothing. That's absolutely nothing. I can go shovel a dang driveway and get that 3 times that. Ain't worried about no $5 being lost on a gamble bet. Are you kidding me? $5. Can borrow $100 from my dude. What am I gonna do with $5, man? But pretty much I jumped up on here just to like whoever watches my channel, just to let them know what I got going on. I plan on taking the live streaming a lot more serious than what I've been doing, because people are like, oh, do this, do that, do this. You should, yeah, all right, man, yeah, oh yeah, I'll do that, right on it. But no, for real, just to kind of like update everybody. This is what, because I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not driving, I don't have a car. I should have focused on trying to drive a hot minute ago. I'm getting too tired to be messing with this northeast Ohio snowstorms and crap. But just to get things jump started, what I got planned for the stream. This is that $400 battery, right? This is it. Oh well, it's got my name on it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. It's got my name on the motherfucker. Oh well. I mean, if you want to hunt me down, come get some. I'm ready. But anyway, look, this is it. I bought it. It's a 20 amp hour battery. I don't know. It did the job. You know what I'm saying? The higher battery capacitor, the faster your bike is gonna move. As well as the higher, obviously range, higher capacity. That's the main thing. But you also get a higher top speed, because the brain configuration is like, oh, we got this much more juice. We might as well go this much more faster, because as your battery drains, the algorithm in the battery kicks down the output that you can give it. That way you don't, kill your battery. It doesn't just shut off. It slows down, pretty much warning you that, hey, if you drive too fast, you're gonna shut off. It'll slowly drop down. Otherwise, you'll be riding in the middle, and it'll just shut off, and then you'll be like, "Oh, well, what happened?" So it shuts down the power gradually. For instance, I'll give it full speed, let's say 20 miles per hour, and it'll drop 19 miles per hour, 18, until eventually it gets to around 8, 7, 5. Once you're around that 5 mile per hour range, oh man, it's pretty much almost time for it to cut it off. But anyway, yeah. So I didn't want to have to do this because it's a pain in the butt. Now, and I was complaining earlier about doing too much work, getting older, certain projects. It's just like a pain in the butt. It's working on something like this and having it fixed. It's a pain in the butt. There's so much work that goes into it. But I figured it'll be good content for the live stream, or it'll just make good content. Some people were wondering why my face is even on here talking, because I don't know, maybe I have a lot to talk about. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, screw it. I'll take this apart. I don't want to take it apart. It'll be easier if I just go get a job and spend another $400, or find a cheaper one. I think I saw one cheaper on Amazon, like $328, versus me spending the day. It could take days. It could take months for me to get this thing rebuilt. Why would I want to do that? I have so much other stuff to do with my life. But just to show you that it can be done. It can absolutely be done. I can fix a lot of things, but do I want to do that? No, I got other stuff to do. I got a lot of stuff to do. I don't have to fix. So this is what I'm going to do. I know I've been rambling about this very heavy battery. It's just kind of heavy. Yeah, I've done a lot of Ubering with this thing. I've been Ubering all over town. I'm not going to do any more Ubering. If I do Uber again on a bicycle, I'm not using this thing, because it's not worth it at the end of the day. I mean, you spend $400 on a battery, and you're probably going to get maybe 2 years out of it, and then have to spend another $400. I probably would barely make that from Ubering, barely. So at the end of the day, it's not worth it. Maybe, okay, in an emergency, you're flat broke and you're out of money, you need to pay a phone bill or two. Oh, that's fine. But going riding to work and then getting home off of work, that might be a little too much. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm rambling and getting off the topic. The main subject is getting this bad boy fixed. And the problem with doing that is batteries usually run two different type of configurations, right? I'm trying to remember if I know the correct technical jargon for the battery configuration. One configuration increases the voltage or the power output. The other configuration increases the battery capacity, and they're ran in a chain. I got to get back into the technical jargon so I don't sound like an idiot. But yeah, you basically, a lot of people don't know, all batteries usually are about around 1 volt. Every single battery you have is 1 volt chained together with multiple batteries to create 24 volts all the way up to 100 volts. They chain these things together in a configuration to get the high output that you have. And that's how you get this is like let me see if I don't remember what it is. I think this is a 48 volt. Yeah, I can't even remember, dude. But I'm pretty sure. Hold on, here we go. It's got some. Yeah, 48, 20 amp. I knew the amps was 20. But yeah, this is a 48 volt battery. That's what it is. 48 volt battery. It just started stopping on me all of a sudden. It just won't go anymore. It started getting lower and lower and lower and lower, to the point I knew something was wrong in there. There's some circuits that were broken, because it wasn't even getting a full charge. Like, it'll be the green light would light up like, oh, we're done charging. And then I look at the maximum battery capacity. I'm like, how are you fully done? The maximum capacity is close to 40 watt hours or whatever, you know what I mean? And it's finishing at half of that. So that lets me know that some of the freaking batteries have got knocked loose. I mean, duh. Something's definitely got knocked loose. I mean, I'm jumping snow banks. People don't understand the abuse I did to my snow bike. Like, I've rode it through the dirt road. I've ran it through the ditch. I've ran it in the middle of the street on the 4-lane highway. I've ran it. This is train track. I've ran it around through the train track. And to my surprise, in May, there was like a whole go-kart trail behind like the rail track somewhere. Like, yeah. And it just opened up once I rolled through that thing. I've rode it over some snowbanks, and I've put my e-bike like 6 feet in the air because I got tired of, like, I don't know, I just full throttled it, and I just was like, whoa. Boof. Ever since I did that first time, I rode it all the way down the road, and I hit every single snowbank like half a mile down the road. And when I was done, I was like, that was an adrenaline rush. It felt like dirt biking or like snowboarding or something. I did fall one time. I don't know if I was jumping a bank, but either way, I fell in a big gigantical blanket of snow. I was completely uninjured. I mean, my entire body pretty much disappeared. I mean, it's just, Northeast Ohio. It's bad. Oh yeah, my entire body will completely vanish if I fall off my like, poof, you pop up like Frosty the Snowman. A lot of people don't know. I mean, it gets bad up here. You'd be like Frosty Snowman walking down the sidewalk. You completely body completely covered in snow. Like you got snowmen going down the sidewalk. But I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, it's just bad when you have three major lakes pushing cold wind across Canada. But yeah, I know my brain be all over the place. But yeah, I will take this apart at some point. Try to. I don't know how that's going to work out. The main problem with taking this apart and repairing the batteries is it's just, like I said, a lot of work. Um, I'm going to have to understand and research the configuration of how the battery is set up to replace it, which should be relatively easy. I should not have to do a whole lot of research. I should be able to just look at it, analyze it, and understand what configuration that it's in. Look at a few things. Go over some of my solar panel battery notes. That'll really give me a gist of what I need to know. Probably when I get back and do the updates, I'll update my brain on technical jargon so that you guys know the right techno terminology, terminology for all this mess. Uh, yeah, I don't expect anybody to be on my live right now, but I'm not that popular. Obviously, I just started doing YouTube. Well, actually, I started about 7 years ago, but I haven't taken it serious. I actually have some comments now. I have comments. Before, I only had one comment. And once I started updating comment, I guess the guy took his comment down. Cool. And the comment was like, yeah, you need to do more content. That's why you don't have subscribers. Well, I wasn't ready at the time. Now I'm ready because I don't really have anything else going on. I'm getting older. And before you know it, boom, you're done. So I got to put my knowledge and wisdom out there. I take it back. I know I have a lot to offer and I have a lot to give. And before I pass from this earth, I need to leave something behind. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm here on YouTube. It's so asinine and senseless for somebody like me to just disappear in the wind and disappear from fucking stress and all the crap I'm going through. So before I get off on a rant, as I normally do, because my brain, it goes off in so many damn directions at the same time. Like it's hard to really focus on anything, and but this is the game plan. I don't know if it's gonna work. I saw some people on YouTube take a spark plug, transform that spark plug into a welding gun. So that is what I am going to try to do, because that is the only way I'm going to be able to repair that battery, because it is soldered. This is not soldered. It's a weld. It's like a tack weld. I actually used to work at a job where I actually was doing this stuff. I was tack welding. I was tack welding like I'm not going to say it, sound racist, but working like an immigrant basically, and just in fact, I was working so good they fired me. Oh, we're out of work. I'm like, God damn it! I should have worked a little bit slower. Damn it, we're out of work. Really? And the guy was talking so good. Oh yeah, I can get you in here. We can. Da, 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 da. So once he saw all those bastards done, I was like, man, I don't have anything for you. I'm just like, what's the incentive of working harder if you just send me away when I'm done? So it's like, I don't know. People don't really weigh things all the way through, man. It's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, it's corporate America for you. That's why I be going to these jobs like, if you make me happy, I'll work more. If I'm not happy, I'll what's it called? Quiet quit. It depends on how you treat me, dude. I might go into a job and act like I'm retarded. I might. It depends on the energy of the company. I mean, if you're putting out good energy, if it looks like you might hire me on and keep me coming, I'm probably gonna bust my butt. But if you're looking like you're just pulling me by the chain, I might quiet quit on you. Like I don't know. Y'all like to play games. I have to play games too. Like it's just the way it is, man. It's not easy out here, man. But yeah, I think it's called arc weld or tack weld, maybe. But yeah, that's the game plan. Do a little MacGyver, create this welding machine to weld together the circuit configuration that I need to uh get my $400 battery up and running. I have another $400. That's my second one. So I've spent $800 on batteries. The first battery, I was riding to work in a damn rainstorm and I left the cap open. I'll show you what the cap looks like so we know exactly what I'm dealing with. I got to work. And it's this part right here. That's the cap. So water was getting in there. And as soon as I went to go to charge it, exploded. It like literally caught on fire or some shit, dude. Like, yeah. If you're in a damn rainstorm, close that cap. Close the cap. Because that screwed me over. Like I've had so many issues and then I've had to work around to get these things working. Like I've had rewire one of these things because the normal charging method completely screwed for instance, I think the switch or something went out and I bypassed the switch by changing the configuration. Basically, I took these two cords here. I basically took these cords and charged it. Yeah, I charged it with this. This is not the charging cord. This is the charging location here. But I figured out, well, fuck it. I'm going to just charge it right here because, like I said, the water or whatever blew the circuit. So that was no longer connected. I had to charge it directly from here until I ultimately just bought this here and bought a new one. Very inconvenient to take apart your hard wires and reconnect them every time you need to get charged. Not very efficient, time efficient at all. It's easier to just plug the little plug in that it came with, and you're off and you're on your way. Bing, bam, boom. That's the way that goes. But yeah, I make these YouTube videos because, like I said, I got a lot going on. I need to allocate my knowledge, wisdom, my skills to get something going. I do so much, and then I know you can only do so much in a life. Studying Japanese, rapping, freestyle. I used to start freestyling in 1999. We had a little rap group going. It didn't really go anywhere. A lot of people were kind of screwing around. So, but it was nice to have it. It was called PRU, Pimps Are Us. But we didn't do anything. All we did was get drunk and talk to hoes. That's all we did. We answered the phone. Yes, Pimps Are Us. And that's pretty much all we would do. The only one body that rapped was my oldest brother. He was the only one that actually did a damn thing with that. I tried. I did what I could do. I don't know. I just didn't have the patience to really write lyrics down. I should have took the advice, which I still can up to this day. Like I've seen people my age or older that are still out there trying to rap. And I've seen some of those older guys that are actually pretty damn good, even despite, you know what I'm saying? They were like, oh, nobody wants to hear the older guy. You don't know that. You don't see, we live in this negative, reality, like, oh, this person can't do that. A black person can't do this. A fat person can't do that. This don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do, man. You don't know. You see a lot of people be like, oh, you seen a person, you seen them all. You seen one person. You don't know every man. You don't know every woman. Like women have this mindset. Men have this mindset. All women is this. All like all no, you don't know every man and woman on the earth. You just don't. Every human being on this earth is an individual, man. We are all individuals. Don't think you know everybody. I thrive off the fact that you think you know me because my skin is black. I thrive off of it. I catch a lot of people off guard all the time because of they have that mindset and mentality to think they know a person. You just don't. They just don't. And I stopped trying to judge people by their skin color because it just don't make no sense no more. You judge a human being by they spirit, like the Bible says. You judge them by the work they do, not by their color. Their color have nothing to do with anything. Because if you look at the yin yang, it's a mix of white and black. Where there's darkness, there's light. Where there's lightness, there's darkness. You know what I'm saying? In the Bible, people was going back and forth between tribes, aka Adam and Cain. People were getting tired of Adam because he was too strict and too righteous. They wanted to cut loose and get drunk and involved in orgies. And then at the same time, people were getting ready to leave in Cain's camp. Like this dude is sick. I'm going over there with Adam where they act like got some common sense. So people were going back and forth. It's the yin yang. It's the yin yang. And I don't know, everybody not biblical. And I kind of left that stuff alone, but the principle still stands. It's a teaching for us to understand. We can choose our path in life, man. It's not to get, oh, I don't believe in the Bible. I don't believe in it either. Not like the way I used to. I look at it completely different. I look at it for what it is, a spiritual guide, right? Is darkness and light. Is the Bible can fuck you up or it can heal you. If you misunderstand the things in there, it's gonna fuck you up. But if you fully understand things on a spiritual level of what it is, it's a spiritual teaching, then it can help and heal you. Very, but I'm gonna get carried away with that because I know how people is. You hear the B word of the Bible and they get triggered, or then some people get, they go the other way with it. But that's it. It is what it is. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to pop on here real quick. Just allocate everything that I got going on and get ready for the future. Get ready to start taking my channel serious, because I know a lot of people, they don't just jump up on here and start doing 1 hour lives without having any type of popularity. Yeah, I know I'm not supposed to do it like that, but guess what? I don't care. I do what I want to do. It is what it is. I just figure I might as well just jump on here like that. I can always come back later and do the video editing, because I don't have a video editor. I haven't really dealt with video editing in a long time. Now that I actually think about video editing, I'm trying to make video editing as easy as possible. So it's probably going to be beneficial to my old behind to use software that I'm familiar with. Like back in the day when I was more familiar with video editing, I used to use Narrow. So I'll probably see if Narrow is still around. There was another one, Roxio. That's what me and my computer dude, we used to use Narrow and Roxio to do our video editing. It'll just make my life more easier than dealing with, dealing with the rest of these things. It'll make my life easier. I'm more familiar with the way the computer code is written out. It'll make my life faster. I don't like switching around application. People are like, oh, this application is so good, you got to buy it. This is so good. It ain't good if I have to relearn how to do everything. That's time consuming. Like, I use FL Studios to like make my beats. If I have to take my time to go mess with something else, I don't have 6 hours every day to go learn something else, man. I mean, it have to be a real good reason for me to want to jump over to someone else and learn something else. That's another reason why. Because for a minute, I let martial arts go. I was like, I'm getting old. I need to grow up, yada, 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 yada. But then I'm like, man, what am I doing? I look at how older people live, and a lot of them, live this sedentary lifestyle, just sitting around watching reruns. And I'm just like, man, what am I doing? So that's what old people do. We're just boring. We just sit around and reminisce about the old days and don't really move. And then, I come from the South, and a lot of older people down South, they live a very long lifetime. Is because they stay active. And they tell you the key to longevity is to keep your damn body moving. And I see a lot of that. And it's not just that. They keep their body moving, and they eat a lot of natural food that comes straight from the earth. Mississippi, it's where I grew up. It's where I'm born and raised. There's a lot of the soil down there is just so fucking rich. You go down there and you will see farmland, miles and miles of just rich, fertile soil. And when every time I go home, go back to my roots, I drive through certain towns and I would see a community of people just, picking the greens, popping, shucking the corn, you know what I mean? And that's how it was growing up. Like, even to this day, There's not a lot of jobs down south, but the price of food in the south is so much cheaper because it's nobody needs to go to no grocery store. Okay. When you down in those farmland areas, when you have these close knit, communities and groups, you can eat for days. They know how to jar their food. They know how to hunt for animals, clean the animals. A lot of them have pigs, chickens, goats, I mean, even as a child, like we used to have this thing when it would hit certain times of the year, we would forage because there's so much food down there. We would literally forage wild food. There was so much wild food, like muscadines. We'd eat those. Those things grow like crazy. Muscadines would grow all over the place outside. And there's just on the one other fruit. You've probably never heard of it. I cannot remember the name of it. I just never got to try it. I forgot to go get it, but it grows down south. I forget the name of it. I have to talk to one of my people. I think it's oranges fruit. I forget what it's called. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but I don't think I've even eaten it. I don't know why I never eaten it. Maybe I have eaten it and I just don't remember. But there are so many, of course, the blackberries. Blackberries grow everywhere. So we had blackberries, we had muscadines on top of all the like farm stuff. I cannot really remember, but there's quite a few things that used to grow there. Um, yeah. Yeah, and I've been talking for a minute. I didn't really know how long to really plot out this live stream. I know I have to. Oh God, it is 1 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to end this stream because I have to eat. My thing is I eat every 4 hours. Um, I don't know how that's gonna work out at the end of the day because yeah, I've gained a lot of weight. I need to eat around 40 grams of protein every 4 hours at minimum. Well, not anywhere between 30 to 40 grams of protein. I want to watch my weight. I don't want to get too damn big. 156 pounds is pushing it. I'm 5'8". I don't need to be that big. It's hard to slam dunk at 156 pounds. I know that for a fact because I was never that heavy when I used to slam dunk a basketball. I was never that heavy at yeah. I mean, that was when I was younger. At 5'8", I was slam dunking a basketball. Um, what I miss about being able to jump that high is my roundhouse kick. I would be able to kick. I could kick back in the day, not now. I could kick Shaquille O'Neal in the face with a roundhouse kick, aka my foot would land square to Shaq's face with a single roundhouse kick. Poof, poof. I mean, he probably wouldn't see me coming because I would come through the air. Poof, poof. Like, where did that come from? Like, it'd be a lot of taller people I would, guard on the basketball court. Um, there's this one guy in particular. I remember I was playing. He was like, short guy. What are you doing down there? You trying to guard me? I'm way too big for you. Dude, shot the ball. Let's say this is the ball. So the ball is going up in the air. I didn't just block it out of his hand. That shit went up in the air. Past him. The shit was over his head. So I jumped over the top of his head in the middle of his arc and knocked that shit out the air in the middle of his damn arc. So yeah, I miss being that athletic. As I get older, I'm losing a lot of that ability, and I'm trying to get as much of it back as I possibly can because I just don't visualize myself as being this languid, out of shape, flappy skinned character or foul. I would never do fat. Like I would just feel so grotesque if I was ever fat. Like this, I would be like just completely disgusted with myself if I were to ever let my because you see what I do. I do the whole 6-pack. You can't really see it. I need to work on it, but yeah, I rather have a 6-pack. I just could not never do it, man. I never seen Bruce Lee, walking around looking like Bob from Tekken. I can't do it. I mean, I gotta get laid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not Biggie Smalls, the fat Mac, right? We all can't be Biggie Smalls, right? Shit. Yeah, I pause for a minute because I know it's not so much that I'm running out of content because I'm thinking I gotta really end this little live stream. I really got to, because it's already going on too long. It's 30 minutes. From now on, any type of talk, I'm gonna have to try to keep it down to 30 minutes. I'm gonna have to. So with that said and done, hey Bamanzu, peace. I'll see y'all later.